Wow, that is amazing angle on the ass. Like Kim Kardashian levels of ass shotiness. That's not a term. So welcome back, folks. It's been a long time, but today we'll take a look at the Progetto M35 model 1946. So this is going to be a premium tier 8 Italian medium tank. That's right, we're going to have the Italians and the Polish this year, but this is the crew trainer for the Italian medium tank line. So it's a little bit disappointing or costly that this vehicle is at tier 8, whereas the other introduction vehicles, introductory premiums are at tier 6, like the Skoda T40, the STRV M4257 thingy-majig, and the Poodle, and the Japanese Tiger 1, even though that's a heavy, but you know what I mean. So it is at tier 8, which is a little bit costly, but it does come with a special new mechanic for the gun. It comes with the Autoreloader system that you probably already saw from previous wargaming videos.
Speaking about the auto-reloader mechanics, we were thinking, why don't we make a revolver of some kind, where you can load or reload a shot if you like. The mechanics provide variable gameplay options. You can play it like a standard vehicle without these mechanics, and like a vehicle with a drum gun.
The mechanic is similar to a drum in the following ways. You don't have a single shell, but several shells. There is also a pause between firing the shells when you can't open fire. It's a so-called auto-reloader. The mechanic also resembles cyclic guns in the fact that you start auto-reloading immediately after a shot. The mechanic is peculiar because all the processes occur automatically. Auto-reloading starts after you fire a shell. You don't need to do anything. But if you open fire prematurely, before auto-reloading is complete, the process will be interrupted and then started anew.
So in summary, the auto-reloaders are basically autoloaders that you can load one round or individual rounds into the clip without having to reload the entire clip. Basically allows you to be a little bit more flexible at the burst damage. So what if you mess up a shot? You could take some time to reload one round into the clip, allow you to go for the burst damage again, or you only need like 2 rounds out of the 4 or 3, and therefore takes less time to load more rounds into the clip than loading the entire clip. So yada 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 yada. But what's funny is that the initial debut of the auto-reloader system was not that impressive. A lot of players complained that, yeah, the DPM sucked, basically. So Wargaming actually buffed this vehicle. So now it has comparable DPM to autoloaders, but it has the flexibility of the auto-reloaders. So, okay. But visually, it looks like a Leopard 1 prototype. So it is currently a mishmash of different vehicle parts that historically existed, but this vehicle never actually existed. It's not a paper tank, it's not a blueprint tank. It is basically a stitched Frankenstein monster of a vehicle. Basically, Wargaming took all the available parts, put it together, and that's a tank. The parts existed, sure, but there weren't any actual blueprints or actual designs for the parts. So basically, Wargaming took the liberty and put the vehicle together. So, historical accuracy, well, it's already out the window, far beyond, so it doesn't even matter anymore, but it doesn't look that bad. Not really. Looks like a Leopard prototype. Even the mantlet looks small. No. But yeah, it has no armor whatsoever. Also, I do like the attention to details. They put a lot of the country-specific stuff for the vehicle's hull. Like this Beretta-made SMG. So this is model 1949, I believe, but it is an SMG made by Beretta, special to Italians. And here is a small fun fact. There is a cow skull on the turret. And how is this symbolically significant to the Italians? Well, the word Italy means land of the cattle. Well, derived from Latin and all this stuff. so take a look, but that's pretty cool. So yeah, I do like small stuff, these Easter eggs or facts or whatever you call them on the vehicle, but it's like Han's bicycle on the malware breaker. Actually, they took that away. Damn it. So yeah, small stuff, more clutter, looks pretty good. But yeah, it's not a bad looking tank. Not really. And I do prefer vehicles without armor. So it's not like a Defender Object 252U, OPS, Power Creep Premium. So yeah, a vehicle that requires a brain to play and doesn't have armor. What's not to like? It's not OPS Power Creep. That's good. Now, unfortunately, World of Tanks 1.0 utilize a different engine, so therefore Tanks.gg and Tank Inspector were not currently updated for this patch, so we can only rely on the in-game stats. We cannot view the collision models and compare the averages, so I can only use my personal experiences and tell you about it, I guess. So there are a few Russian texts about how this vehicle is a mishmash of different stitched parts, available parts, but it's never actually built, so that's the history, I guess. It's a crew of 4, so allows you to train basically for the tier 9 and tier 10, presumably. So I guess this is the same as the Skoda T40, allows you to train for any other Czechoslovakian medium. So it's not like the STRV M42 57, which doesn't have the loader, I guess. So that's a weird one, but it should be like the Czechoslovakians, which has single shot mediums for the middle tiers and the special auto-reloader system for the higher tiers. That's what I'm guessing. So, okay. It has the auto-reloader gun, 2 12mm of pen, above average. Average is 200, but yeah, it's fine. 259 for the gold round, and 45 for the high explosive. Now, what's a big problem or drawback for the auto-reloader system is that if you want a different shell type for the gun, you have to reload the entire clip. So even though you already have 3 rounds in the auto-reloader system, you have to take all of them out and load the initial clip for the gold shell. So basically, if you are stressed in fighting something like a mouse, you cannot just jumble or juggle around the shells. Like sometimes you need gold, sometimes you don't. Doesn't work that well. So you have to load the gold rounds prematurely, but it continuously load gold rounds. So I guess you never use high explosive with this vehicle. Maybe just spam gold shell with this vehicle. Yeah, that would be gross. So 240 alpha, average. It's a 90mm gun, so yeah, average. 0.33 base accuracy, not bad. 2.1 second aim time, not bad for auto reloader, whatever this thing is. So compare this to autoloaders, it's actually quite snipey of a gun. That's good. Armor, there's no armor, so don't even talk about that. 36 degrees per second traverse for the turret. That's slightly below average, but not that bad. 390 meters of view range. Average, it's decent. Yeah, it's decent. So engine power, 652. 15% chance to catch on fire. And this thing weighs, oh, that's the track's weight. So 40 degrees per second on the hull traverse. Not bad. Weighs about 40 tons. About 40 tons. It's about the same as the Mutts. 570 meters of radio range. So that's slightly below average, but not that bad. So let's take a look at the actual stats. So basically here is the fancy reload. So it has the lowest reload time of 8.15 seconds. So that's for the last round in the clip. The first round takes 13.42 seconds. Then it takes about 10 seconds for the second round, and then 8 seconds for the last round. So it's a 3-round clip right here. Freaking white backdrop, can't even see the difference, but it's a 3-round clip. It takes 2 seconds between each round. It takes about 31 seconds for the entire clip, presumably. So it's like autoloader system, but it has 8 degrees of gun depression. That's good for Autoreloader, whatever it is. So I compared this to the Lorraine 40T or any other autoloaders. 8 degrees is pretty good. 20 elevation, decent. The actual stats of a 100% crew is 37.55 degrees per second for the turret traverse. Alright. Aim time 2 seconds, 0.32 accuracy, DPM 1767. That's actually not bad. And also consider the fact that this is not an autoloader. This is an Autoreloader, which means you could put rammer on this thing. You could actually put a rammer and therefore increase the DPM, whereas you could not do this for the Lorraine 40T. Does not work like that. Has 1,400 hit points. Yeah, it's actually pretty decent. That's about close to a heavy tank. Heavy tanks usually have about 1,600, 1,550-ish. No armor whatsoever. 60 for the hull front, 30 for the hull sides, 20 for the rear, 80 for the turret front. You might bounce a few shots with the turret, but I doubt it. So, yeah, no. It has no armor whatsoever, but it is pretty mobile. Weighs 35 tons, alright. Has a 18.63 horsepower per ton ratio. Top speed of 55, reverse of 20. Not bad. It's slightly faster than Mutts, I think. Now, we cannot see the terrain resistance because it's the in-game stats, so kind of lacking, obviously. But 41.72 degrees per second for the hull traverse, not bad. Concealment, this is a little bit wonky compared to the actual stats, but it's about the same as the Mutts. Yeah, it's about the same. Spotting range 390, radio range 570. So basically, here are the comparisons to all the premium tanks, premium mediums at tier 8. So taking a look, I mean, initially I thought it was pretty decent compared to the Mutts. I mean, DPM is close enough, only 100 less than pretty much the same penetration, same alpha. Accuracy is actually better than the Mutts, and faster to aim. Not as good gun depression, but armor is also garbage, okay. It is actually better in horsepower per ton ratio. Better top speed. Not as good with the traverse. Oh well. And not as good camo, but the Mutts have pre-built camo system, I guess. View range is actually better, so I'm guessing this thing is like a Mutts with the Autoreloader system. And it doesn't have the drawback anymore compared to the original debut of the crappy reload time. I think it was 11 seconds, then 13 seconds, then 15 seconds. So it takes a long time. So they actually buffed it about 3 seconds on each of the individual shell reload. But yeah, Pilot, I wouldn't recommend it as a premium. It was given out for free for a marathon. What's interesting is the Primo Victoria, that's good. I mean, it's basically a Centurion with better engine power. Alright? The T-44-100 got buffed with better engine power and better dispersion shooting on the move as well. So, it already has amazing terrain resistance, but it got engine buffed. It's pretty fast now. So, if you like the Lorraine 40T, you probably like this vehicle. If you like the Mutts, you probably like this vehicle. But the main problem is you need to know how to play autoloaders to play this vehicle well. I mean, it's a little bit more flexible than playing Lorraine 40T because it's smaller. Lorraine 40T is huge. It's gigantic Panther-sized chassis. It's fast, but you get shot. So, yeah, it is not OPS like crazy. Just sit there. Object 252U, defenders. It's not like that. You have to think. You have to manage your shell reloading times and play accordingly, move accordingly, and do stuff in the meantime, like spot for your teammates. So I do like vehicles like this. I do like vehicles that make you think, then just show up, like Object 252U or 268 version number 4. Just blindly charge in and just don't give a fuck. That's stupid, right? But yeah, it's not a bad looking tank, and we're going to see the Italians likely first, then the Polish. So they are hinting that this vehicle might come out before the or during the introduction of World of Tanks 1.0. So what I mean by this is, if you go to the events page on the North American server, we have a new premium tank coming out on the 22nd. Here is the countdown to World of Tanks 1.0. This event ends on the 21st. So presumably, I'm guessing this patch becomes live on the 22nd, and this tank comes out on the 22nd. That would make sense, right? But yeah, it does make more sense. I mean, it does make a lot more sense than the Corvette-1, which was my second vehicle I thought would be coming out. Otherwise, there's no good other targets unless you have the T-44 lightweight. The Carnarvon Action X doesn't have a gold price for the vehicle, so that's not coming out, trust me. So vehicles like, I'll show you, but where is, yeah, we're not going to see the KTTS. Snowball chancing hell, we're going to see that, but oh, you don't have the T-44 up here? Oh my god. Oh yeah, it's the test server. I did not mod this enough. Alright, so where is, here it is. So this thing does not have a gold price, but yeah, okay. Carnarvon Action X. It's not bad. It does have a weak spot, and the cupola is relatively moderate size. So, but it's, I thought it was the Corvette-1. So that's the likely candidate because they HD model reworked the entire vehicle, and it's not on here. Well, I guess fudge me, I guess. So yeah, alright, it's not on here. So presumably it's not the Corvette-1. It's not the Carnarvon Action X. It's this thing. They should have a better name. Progetto M35 model 1946. Alright, fine. But yeah, there you go, folks. The first Italian tank into World of Tanks 1.0. So, yeah, I presume. Also, here is a Nostradamus prediction, but a lot of the first premium tanks for a new tech tree has become normal premiums. So what I mean is vehicles like the WZ-120 1GFT became a normal tech tree premium for the training of the Chinese tank destroyers. This is a relatively new tank compared to older vehicles, but it was made a normal premium on the tech tree that you could buy for gold. Similar vehicles like the STRV S1 as well. So I'm guessing that this will be introduced and very quickly will become a normal premium in the tech tree that you could buy for gold because it's introduced as a new premium trainer for the new tech line. So obviously it will become a normal tank. Same goes for the Polish tanks. The Polish Poodle. Where's the Polish flag? Where's the Poodle? Where's the Poodle? That's a French flag. Oh my god, they took away the Poodle? Alright, so yeah, the Poodle also became normal. I'm not going crazy. What? It just took away the Polish tech tree, just fudge it. But the Poodle is also a normal premium that you could buy for gold. So yeah, I am guessing that the M35 will become a normal premium. Nostradamus prediction, but alright, there you go, folks. So thank you guys for watching this video. I'm also a little bit raspy with the voice, so it sounds weird for me, but I'm suffering right now. I'm trying to make it through the video. But thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to subscribe and like videos better than this one, because holy shit, this is terrible. But I'll see you guys next time. Peace.